Hello everybody, welcome to the Dankest Soup. My name is Cody, and today we're going to be going over a new deck from Battle Styles. This deck is focused around Corviknight VMAX. Corviknight VMAX has an attack called Gmax Hurricane. For 2 metal energy and 1 colorless, it does 240 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Gmax Hurricane. When I first saw that, I thought, okay, that sounds like a worse version of Zacian, because you have to evolve it. Well, then I looked at it a little closer. It has an ability called Lustrous Body. Well, it's not as good as Zacian's ability, which lets you draw 3 cards, but it does prevent all effects of your opponent's Pokemon's abilities done to this Pokemon. In addition to that, and this is the big one, it has free retreat. So if you get 2 Corviknight VMAXs set up, you're just alternating between the two, using Gmax Hurricane every single turn. Now, a great addition to this deck is a card called Cheryl. Cheryl says heal all damage from each of your evolution Pokemon. If you do, discard all energy from the Pokemon that were healed in this way. Well, discarding energy is very bad, but healing is very good. And the way we avoid discarding that energy is by using Bronzong. Bronzong's ability, Metal Transfer, says as often as you want during your turn, you may move metal energy from one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. This is actually limitless. So we can move all of the energy off of Corviknight VMAX, we can Cheryl, and then we can move it right back onto Corviknight VMAX. So it's kind of like a broken deck. It's awesome. The Bronzor we use is not from Battle Styles. It is from Team Up because it has an ability called Evolutionary Advantage. If you go second, this Pokemon can evolve during your first turn. So if we go second, we can have a Bronzong out on our first turn, which is kind of big. Other than that, we do run 2 copies of Zacian V. Zacian V's Brave Blade is a great attack, but mainly we run it for Intrepid Sword. This does 2 things. It gives us draw support, and it also attaches metal energy to the Zacian, so we can accelerate some metal energy into play. Other than that, this deck is super streamlined. We have 4 copies of Marnie, 4 copies of Research for our draw support. We have 3 copies of Boss's Orders, so we can pull things up from the bench. We have 7 energies and 3 coating energies. Coating energies, as you'll see later on in this video, actually won the game for us. It's very good to not take double damage from fire. After that, we have Lillie's Pokédoll. There will be a lot of times where we just kind of want to set up, so we will promote the Lillie's Pokédoll and kind of hide behind it. We have Mew. Its bench barrier ability prevents all damage done to your bench Pokemon by your opponent's attacks. This is a card you're going to see a lot more of. Battle Styles decks do a lot of bench damage, so everyone's going to be throwing in the Mew into all of their decks. We run 4 copies of Metal Saucer. This is going to be great for accelerating energy. 3 copies of Pokégear. If we can't find our Marnie or our Cheryl, this is going to help us dig for it. 2 Pokécoms, 4 Quick Balls, 3 Switches, and a Tool Scrapper. This is as streamlined as I could make the deck and have it function as good as possible. You'll notice we don't have any support Pokemon other than Mew. We don't run the Denes. We don't run Crobats. We need the bench space for our Bronzongs, our Zacians, and our Corviknights. That is the list. So thank you for tuning in. Now let's check out some gameplay. Steve Living said, I always saw you as a bully after your years of tormenting me. Yeah, that's that I can understand that. That's why I got big and strong. Yeah, CV Lifting's a goddamn monster at this point. Okay, we're starting the Mew. I'm not super thrilled about that. Don't know what we're up against yet. Ooh. I know if this is the Luxray deck with the 40 damage to the bench and then the 200 damage once there's damage counters already on it, which I'm sure that's what it is, I'm very excited. I want to see how this deck works because Luxray is my favorite Pokemon, and I think that the Luxray is pretty good from this new set. Wingman Spud says CB lifting versus the Hulk. Hell yeah. Alright, we're going to go grab Zacian, because I'd like to end this turn with an Intrepid Sword. I'm going to try to play it real slow. Like, we know that they need to evolve, right? So, there's no sense in overplaying. Let's try to get a Marnie, though. I would rather Marnie than Research. Keep the boss's orders in our deck, and then also reset their hand. They're already at like 7 cards. And look at that. Totally rewarded. We got our Bronzor down. Something very cool about Bronzor is, this is the Bronzor from Team Up. It has an ability called Evolutionary Advantage. If you go second, this Pokemon can evolve during your first turn. So if like we're super skillful, which we aren't, we could have had a Bronzong this turn. And then I think we just put the coating down on the Zacian, just so that we get the metal into play. That's going to be the biggest problem with this deck, getting all of our metal into play when we need it. Intrepid Sword is another great ability, because that's another way to accelerate metal energy into play. Lifting says, me and Claire still always talk about the Guttenberg Sawzall mass murder. Yeah, so that's a funny story that I can share with the chat. There's this huge age gap between me, my brother, and my sister. So one night I was like babysitting them while our mom was out at like doing bowling in a different town, and then our dad worked nights as a police officer, so he was out too. So I was watching those two children, and my dad called to mess with me and let me know that there was a mass murderer roaming the streets with a sawzall with a personal vendetta against my my cop father. And my dad was just trying to scare me. What he didn't know is that I had the phone on speakerphone because I was trying to scare Claire and Clayton. I knew my dad was full of shit, so I was just trying to like terrify them. So they got super scared. I think I directed them to go hide in the basement, and then we had this really creepy Asian mask, like old Asian man with like wiry white hair, just a horrifying mask. And I got like a sawzall and actually terrified them. Like there's some deep-seated trauma associated with that story that maybe they don't find it so funny. Pew says, oh my god, I'm so dead. Yeah, they thought they were gonna be dead as well. Tyler says that pre-order is beautiful, Pew. Oh, did you post it in the Discord? I'll check that out when I get a second here. All right, so what's really cool about their deck is they were able to use Zigzagoon 2 times to put 20 damage counters on Zacian V. So now Zacian V is 200 damage away from death, which is perfect because next turn they can boss up and use Scar Strikes, which does 100 damage plus 100 more damage if a Pokemon has damage counters on it. So they're gearing up just to knock out this Zacian V. Very cool. Excellent. Can't wait. I am just going to research here, I think. I don't want to give them any more cards in hand. Like, I don't want them to have boss. And then what I think we do is we just promote Lillie's Pokédoll and Metal Saucer that energy back into play. And then we just end with an Intrepid Sword again. Yeah, very good. CB Lifting. CB Lifting said you backed us into a corner, revving up the sauce, saying you were going to cut us into chunks. I was like 6. Tyler says, not cool, bro. Steven says, if I remember right, you forgot to take the blade out also. That, yes, I forgot to take the blade out. Oh, man. Oh, Pew, I can't wait. This is a Battle Styles pre-order, right? That you're opening up? I think we'll just hold this hand. We have the Corviknight for next turn. We have an attachment down. There's nothing I really need to do here. So he's drawing until he gets boss. That's his, like, end game. Yeah, we'll just end the turn with an Intrepid Sword. And now we have boss. So next turn, the plan is going to be to boss up the Luxray and murder it. Absolutely kill it. Pew says, yes, it is Battle Styles. Hell yeah, man. Let us know what you pull. If you're going to open it tonight, let us know what you pull. Tyler says, what are you chasing, that Cricketune? Oh, the Cricketune. Hell yeah. All right, he is going to retreat, which tells me he has boss in hand. So Zacian's probably going down right now. Ooh, and there it is. Nicely done, I would say. Another really cool thing about the move Electro Step is not only does it do 40 damage to any Pokemon, but once you use it, you get to retreat. So when I thought about building the Luxray deck, I was thinking about using Pokédolls. That way you can retreat into a Pokédoll. But he's using like a Jirachi engine. So he just retreats into Jirachi, and then either I kill the Jirachi or he gets to Dreamy Revelation, which is very good. Tyler says, that is my chase 100%. Those music notes floating around Cricketune does it for me. Hell yeah, dude. What is it? The Lapras VMAX, have you seen that? That looks, if I remember correctly, aren't there music notes floating around that guy too? Just gonna go in and get ourselves another Bronzor. We have 2 Corviknights, 2 VMAXs. We only need one of each. Pokédoll's good. Another Cheryl's in there. Okay. Yeah, we're chilling. Tyler says, yes, it is such a nice card. Yeah, I saw that and I immediately thought of you. I was like, he's going to love that. All right, so he has the XP share here. So what's going to happen is we're going to hit this Luxray and he's going to be able to attach 1 because the other one's speed energy, right? Yeah. So G-Max Hurricane, he can't kill the Corviknight. CB Lifting said, I drew 16 cards due to them mulliganing. Oh my god. That's insane. Was it your best opening turn ever then? Pew says, I want the alternate art Tyranitar. Ooh, that's a good chase card. Hell yeah. That's an excellent chase card. Tyler said I had 3 extras on stream Monday. That's about the most I've drawn for mulligans. I don't know what kind of deck CB Lifting would be up against. Something... I have no idea. CB Lifting says I'm still working on my first hand. Yeah. Alright, we're getting Marnie, so we're losing our Bronzong. I assume he's probably just looking for Scoop Up Net so he can put some more damage down. CB Lifting says it's Gengar Mimikyu. Oh, you're up against a Gengar Mimikyu? Is it like the Fossil Lock one? Yes? Nice. I don't know his plan right now. Electro Step, okay. I'm totally fine with that. I think that we just boss it up Let me make sure I have the ability to G-Max Hurricane first. Yeah, I have Pokédial downs. Okay, cool. We're chilling then. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna look for the Bronzong, grab it. We're gonna play our hand all the way down and just have the Professor's Research for next turn. Yeah. All right, so we've killed 2 of his Luxrays now. I gotta assume that he uses like the rod or something like that. Yeah, I really like, I mean, obviously I love Luxray. It's my favorite Pokemon. And I'm really interested in this card. I just don't know, like, 240 damage might not be enough for most decks they're going to be going up against. Rogue Voidwalker's in the chat. Hey man, what's happening? What up, Dank? CB Lifting just popped in. Dude, what's happening? Tyler says, all right, it's lurk time. Lurk away, buddy. I appreciate you hanging out. All right, so if he Scar Strikes right now, we'll be totally fine. We survive the hit, and he won't have a Luxray for next turn. Just Tool Scrapper. We'll probably kill it with the Zacian as well. We have Cheryl for next turn. We're chilling. The only thing that I want to do is I want to dig in my deck real quick and just make sure I have another Metal Energy. Because if he does manage to kill the Zacian, yeah, okay. Just making sure. Pew says, I'm a lurker at the moment. Almost done. No worries, Pew. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. So this definitely isn't going in the YouTube clip. I just made a huge mistake. I accidentally used Intrepid Sword. I meant to move the energy up to Zacian and kill the damn Luxray. Big mistake. Foolish. Rogue Voidwalker, what's happening, man? Steve Lichting says, lol. Yeah. Actually painful. Is that Ball Guy? What am I looking at on that GIF? It is Ball Guy. Is it? It looks like him. Hug says, I'm still here. Right on, man. Dude, that's awesome. I love Ball Guy. I think that I just finished what I don't know what the hell it is. Crown Tundra. Oh, we have to escape rope right now. I think we sacrifice the Corviknight and just hope that he doesn't escape rope. Oh my god, that might have been a bad idea. Rogue Voidwalker says, I missed yesterday, so I'm excited to see this deck. And what up, Hugs? Hell yeah. Yeah, man, this is actually going to be tomorrow's YouTube video as well. This is our first game of the night. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, so Corviknight is going down. He found his scoop up net. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That gives us still a very good position to where their bench is full now, so they can't put another Luxio down, which means we're going to knock out the Luxray this turn, and they won't be able to answer back on their next turn. Steve Living said, after Tyler's stream yesterday, he hosted someone and I got gifted a sub for these emotes. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah. I love those emotes, man. Ball Guy is very cool. That was his last scoop up net, wasn't it? 3? No, not quite. Marnie is very bad for us. I was really dependent on Cheryl. Yeah, that makes me sad. Okay. Okay. You know what, though? I don't think he can kill the Zacian, right? No, he's not going to be able to hit me at all. So we'll just promote Zacian. We'll move the metal onto Zacian. And then kill Luxray, and he shouldn't be able to answer back. Pulling the Corviknight, or the metal off Corviknight, just in case. Just in case. And then we'll definitely Marnie him as well. Rogue Voidwalker says, damn, I love the ball guy. That's awesome. It is awesome. I love those emotes. Oh, shit. Pew's posting code cards in the chat right now. That's awesome, Pew. Oh, Sleepy Jesus is in the chat. Sleepy Jesus, what is happening, man? Welcome. Glad you're here. All right, he definitely doesn't have... Well, you know what? If he plays Rapid Strike Mustard, he does have a way to get Luxray on the bench, right? He can just pull Luxray out of the discard. For sure. I haven't got to mess around with the new mustards yet. Sleepy Jesus says, hey-o, just chilling. How's it going? It's going great, man. Also just chilling. We're doing a Corviknight VMAX tonight for the YouTube. That way... Oh no, another escape rope. Okay. I guess we just offer up a Bronzong. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, at this point we already have 6 energy in play. So even if we have to hard retreat the Bronzong, I'm fine with it. We'll just use the energy that we have. And definitely going to kill the Luxio, and that should be game at that point. Or the Shinx, I mean. Because, yeah, he's already... This will be his 3rd Shinx down. Gonna Tingly return us. That's probably very bad, right? Yeah, it's gonna paralyze me. Okay. That will be unfortunate, for sure. I'm much less convinced that we're going to be okay now. Oh, he only Static Shocked. Now, Tingly Return would have done 2 things for him. It would have paralyzed me, so I would have had to have found a switch to get out of the active. And then it also would have put the Dedenne back into his hand, which would have freed up a bench space for him, which is, like, vital for him right now. And at this point, we're just going to Cheryl. Heal off our damage. And kill the Dedenne. Yeah, so we're going to metal transfer all the basic metal energy onto this Bronzong. Just so we can hard retreat. hit me with a well played. I assume that's because he's terrified. Metal transfer again, back onto the Corviknight. And we kill a Dedenne right now. Steve Lifting says, oh man, no challenge. I was going to mirror match you. No, not tonight. Tonight, tonight I still forgot to add the challenge button back to the channel points option. Grabbing the Luxio. And that is victory. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, we're very good. All right. That was the first game of the night. We're warmed up now. I definitely think that this deck can afford to play slower, right? So rather than grab the Corviknight, just grab the Zacian and then Intrepid Sorter for a couple turns. You'll be fine. Pew, you posted those Band-Aids in the Discord, right? I couldn't find them because I was trying to show somebody earlier today. I was actually trying to show Rogue Voidwalker while we were out shopping today. I think those Band-Aids are very cool. Call the coin flip. Tails, of course. All right. I was wrong. At least we have some draw this time. What's cool is because we get to go second and we have Bronzong in our hand, we can just get him in play, like right away. Okay, we're up against a fire deck. Awesome. Very cool. We do run Coating Metal Energy. That helps us against the type matchup. But, you know, at the same time, we need to get that out as soon as possible. Because on the next turn, he can Flare Strike, which, I mean, kills us anyway. But it double kills us. Pew says they're at Target, only like $3. I can send you a couple with that card. Pew, you don't have to send me the Band-Aids. That's okay. I thank you so much, though. I appreciate that. I'm sure I can find them. I hope that the craze hasn't extended to Band-Aids, right? All right, we are going to throw away the research because I'm going to Marnie here. I need to save the Cheryl. I need to save the boss. I need to save the Corviknight, at least for like another turn until I can really figure everything else out. It's so nice to be able to drop something and evolve it in the same turn. We're just Marnie here. Now I think we get not the Mew, the Zacian, and maybe another Corviknight, because, you know, I have a feeling this Corviknight's just dead. We were unable to... We were unable to find any energy, so yeah, this Corviknight's definitely dead. We need another one on the bench right away. There's my full art Corviknight that I pulled on Friday night. We opened 150 packs of battle styles, which is probably ridiculous. CB Lifting says, thank you, but I don't need them. CB Lifting, you know you want them. I haven't used a Band-Aid in years. He scares the blood back into his body. Pew says, I just added them to my collection. Hell yeah. Rogue Voidwalker says that Corviknight is so sick. Dude, right? I love the direction they took with the full art cards for this Sword and Shield series. Like for all the GX cards, full arts were just the color of like the energy they use. So this would just be a gray background if it was a GX Pokemon. But just adding a splash of color, it makes the card so much better. Okay. He has Double Blaze GX definitely charged up. We don't really have much going on for ourselves. I guess I could have put that here and retreated into the Pokédoll. I guess. I can always switch into the Pokédoll. Keep the energy in play. And then we'll just Intrepid Sword. He's setting up slow. We're setting up slow. I mean, it doesn't look like he's setting up slow, right? He's got this bastard fully charged. Hug says, I use a Band-Aid almost every day. Hugs, what are you doing? CB said, it either gets stitches or super glue, no Band-Aids. Super glue all day, says Pew. What? Oh, Pew works with sheet metal as well. Yeah, that'll probably cut you. Rogue Voidwalker says, oh yeah, sheet metal will get you every time. Yeah, dude. Jeez. Crushing Hammer, is he lucky? No, he's not. We assume he has Boss. Marnie, okay. Good. Good for us. We need to see different cards. Oh, now we have Boss. Okay. I think we promote this Corviknight just because we're going to do it this time. We're actually going to win. And if we don't, we have free retreat. We can just bail. He can do 300 damage with that thing, which is kind of, if he welders onto it, he has the 6 energy required to do 300 damage. It's nuts. And look at that, we missed. All right, we'll just Intrepid Sword then. He can't kill us, and we have Cheryl, so maybe it'll encourage him to use the GX attack, and then we'll be fine. Rogue Voidwalker says, do you weld, Pew? Looks like that is a yes. Pew brazes and can kind of arc weld. Rogue Voidwalker is super into welding, so that's something you guys can talk about. CB Listing says, that's one thing that I run into with this deck sometimes. Just need a little more draw support. Isn't that funny, CB Listing? We run 4 Marnies. We run 4 Professor's Research. We run 2 Zacians. We have a lot of draw support in here. Just, it just always feels like we need more, right? So we're going to put all of the energy onto this Corviknight. And then we'll move it onto this Corviknight, and we will use Cheryl to heal off our other Corviknight. Retreat. Cheryl to heal. Cheating. Just like straight cheating. We'll plop that down on the bench, why not? And then we have supporters in hand, so we don't need to use that Pokégear. Go grab ourselves a Bronzor, right? And then, I mean, it sucks because he's going to be able to outrage, but he can't outrage to kill us. So Worst case scenario, we Cheryl again next turn and kill this guy. We'll see how it goes, though. I mean, it could go either way. Rogue Voidwalker says, nice, I'm trying to get a good TIG welder, but you just do it as a hobby or for projects. Pew says, I arc welded in high school and I braze all the time for my job. Hell yeah. CB Lifting says, feels bad, I prized all 3 of my VMAXs. Oh my god. It's nightmare, CB Lifting. Yeah, so we're just going to do the exact same move. We retreat, re-Cheryl, move the energy. Come on. This Coating Metal Energy is saving our lives right now. This deck is actual cheat codes. It's so messed up. All right, get him out of here. Wingman Spud says, oh no, I was worried I'd gone over the limit. I've only done 600 words. I thought I'd done much more than that. The minimum is 1,500 words. So my last 3 paragraphs need to be at least 900 words. Jesus, man. I don't like word limits or like word expectations, because the assignment should be, I don't know what your assignment is, whether it's like creative writing or maybe you have to do an essay on something. But if you can get the job done in 400 words, that should actually be rewarded. Right? Condense your ideas down and be coherent. That should be the only expectation. Wishman Spud says, it's also 1 a.m., so I'm basically dead. Yeah. That's super late, buddy. I don't know what to tell you on that one. That sucks. Seabuilding says, I understand page limits more than words. Right. Right. I would just write really big. All right, he's got Leonzard down. How many Leons has he actually thrown away? 2, okay. Probably Battle Sense here. If he hasn't already. I don't know. I've been reading chat, not not the game. All right, so we can no longer heal our damage. We have 3 prizes left to take, and I think the easiest route is just to kill this Reshizard, right? We should have 1 boss left in deck, so I think I'm going to research here. For no real reason, other than I want to dig a little deeper. Yeah, so I think the move is just retreat into this Corviknight, metal transfer on our Coating Metal Energy, and then hit him. Obviously we don't kill him, but next turn we have the potential to kill him. Wingman Spud says, yeah, so by the way, my essay is comparing and contrasting 2 poems that are about World War I. Okay, I got you there. CB Listening says, I guess, except on test, we had to do written. Yeah, written's a nightmare. Written is an actual nightmare. Numero 8 says, how much % win rate do you have with this deck? Numero 8, I will check that at the end of this game. It feels like 50-50. But I think a lot of that has to do with maybe my list isn't totally optimized. Maybe there's some changes that I'll be making. This is like version 1.0. Try to just make it as streamlined as possible. And there are some corrections that I think need to be made. We'll see, though. We'll see how it goes. I mean, on this turn, he can't kill me, right? Cannot kill me. So he's going over all of his options. He can't leave the Reshizard in the active, because we're just going to move up a Zacian or a different Corviknight. So he can damage me, but this feels like game in hand. The only thing he could do to stall it a little bit is maybe retreat. Yeah, if he's going to boss, then it is just over. So he'll take his 3 prizes. I don't think we need to move up the Pokédoll, but no, we just put up the Corviknight and take our win. That is it. GG's to my opponent. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, I mean, it was a tight matching, so we're very good. And that's the deck. I do think this deck is very good. It's going to be a deck that I play a lot moving forward. I seen this deck earlier tonight running a Lucario Melmetal, and I thought that was a great Pokemon to have in there. You're able to slap it down on the bench and get a full metal wall off whenever you want, just throwing away your opponent's energy. Thanks for watching the video. If you could, please like and subscribe. That's very helpful to the channel. Also, leave a comment letting me know how you would change the list. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video.